I truly believe that he sees the success of his people as part of his own success. So not only does he provide this really top-notch environment to train, but he makes sure that he and we are doing everything that we can to reach our next stage.
I was born to a family of naturalists. My dad was an ornithologist, my mother was a botanist. I spent my life poking and prodding the world around us and looking at birds and trees and things. I went to University of Alberta, found this thing called biochemistry. I signed up for it and basically loved it. So that's the molecules of life.
Now his research is focused on the microbiome, the collection of bacteria that are in our body and their role in human health and disease.
Brett has made enormous impact in infectious disease in many different ways.
When SARS broke out here in Canada, and I was president of CHR at the time, it was Brett that called me and said, "You guys got to do something." And he really pushed me to get something going, to really take the initiative on behalf of the country.
We as a field understand how many dangerous microbes cause disease thanks to the body of work that Brett has led for over 2 decades.
My wife's a pediatrician, and she just made this off-the-cuff remark over dinner one night that, kids that get antibiotics in the first year of life have much higher rates of asthma. I said, "Oh, really?" So then I went and started looking in the literature, and we said, fine, let's roll up our sleeves and do the experiment. We're scientists. And lo and behold, if it didn't work, different antibiotics will give you different levels of asthma. So now we're involved in a major study of thousands of kids across the country. So what we're hoping to do is get to the stage where we can identify which bugs seem to be good and bad for predictors of asthma later on in life.
Pathogenic bacteria such as E. coli and Salmonella, we now understand down to the molecular mechanisms, how they bind to cells, how they enter the cells, and how they cause disease. And he really has led many of the cutting-edge discoveries in this field.
I was thinking about that you have different kinds of bacteria at different stages in your life to be normal, to be healthy. It's really an important kind of concept that he's been really at the forefront of developing.
And over and above that, Brett's, I think, a great communicator.
The total number of bacteria in and on us outnumbers the total number of human cells by a factor of 10. I always tell my students you're more microbial than you are human in that sense.
Everything from the Howard Hughes Christmas lectures that he did a number of years ago to the book that he's just written, Let Them Eat Dirt.
This book is now educating people, mostly parents, in 14 different languages all over the world on the importance of microbes. Microbes do not only cause disease, but many of them are very important in our integral health. He really has led a really outstanding team for 2 decades, and these are some of the brightest minds in microbiology that are now teaching in universities around the world.
Brett's one of the world's great microbiologists. His intelligence, his enthusiasm, his initiative, his fearlessness in going into the unknown. All the qualities that make for great science and a great scientist.
Canadian Medical Hall of Fame laureate, Dr. Brett Finlay.